Come back, everyone. Come back.
Sam's phone died.
My phone died while it was charging. Come back, everyone. Please. Let us know you're here. What were we talking about? Dang, I'm sorry. We're not very tech savvy here.
Nope.
Hopefully everybody can rejoin if you want to, or we can just stop this nonsense. Hello, hi.
Hi, Mom.
Part 2, let's go. Sorry, my phone was plugged in, but it still died. I don't know. We're blowing it, I'm sorry. What were we talking about? They're all on the last one. What the heck? Sorry, everyone. Is there a way to even, like, get the last one back? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think once it's done, it's done. Unless...
We're talking about airlines and luggage.
Sorry, everyone. Your current live stream says chat disabled. I don't know. Well, hopefully everybody will hop on here.
Yeah, it's jumping up in 21.
But yeah. So we were talking about luggage, stuff like that. Live chat.
Can't wait to see you either, Mom.
I'm here, a bit confused what happened. Yeah, my phone literally died. It was plugged in and it still died. Like I said, my phone is pretty much trashed at this point. It's a new phone and I've just bogged it down. Hey, congratulations. Thank you. Did you hallucinate on the 24 or just tired? No, not really any, like, hallucinations, really. I've had that before on, like, long runs and stuff, but didn't really happen. And surprisingly, I only slept for, like, 6 hours after it. I don't know. What app did you use to edit your videos? I use an app I totally don't recommend. Adobe Premiere Rush. It's like the mobile version of Adobe Premiere. It can be free, or for the extra features, you can pay a monthly subscription, which I do, and it sucks, and I hate it. It's terrible, honestly. That's why I want to get a computer and be able to edit on real software and make real videos. So I know the videos probably seem fine, but it's just absolutely trash. Sorry. Burritos are good. Let's see what happened to this video. Are you on an iPhone? Yeah. That was a problem on my end. No, it's just us. Sorry. This is so stupid. I'm sorry, everyone. Stressing out now because live stream's gone. Hopefully all the money that people send us is there. It's gone now. Yeah. That sucks. It's literally gone. Nearly 4 a.m. Yeah, get to sleep. Sorry, we're not. We always go on in our times, not yours, Chris, but thanks for getting up and hanging out for a minute. It was awesome.
Yeah, good night.
That's so annoying. Is this the one? Yeah, this one's still here.
Destroyed on airplanes.
I don't know.
That's the one.
Yeah, but whatever. Only 27 people are on here. Sucks that happened. I'm just gonna send it there. I just sent a message to the other one. Alright, what do we got? That is. I really want to hike the PCT in a couple of years. Definitely recommend it. Check it out. It's amazing. Our fires there every year on the at this point, yeah, the fires are crazy every single year. It's what an awesome accomplishment. Are you going to set up a Patreon account or something similar? I'm really thinking about doing a Patreon. I think that'd be cool. I just want to. The big thing with Patreon is you want to make sure that you set it up in a way that is actually something that's beneficial to the people that join. I don't want it to be. A lot of people do it, and you don't really get tons of benefits from joining. And I would just want to really clearly and concisely work out a way that a membership on Patreon would make you feel like you get something out of it. So I think I will. I just need the time to think it through and think about what awesome things we could provide to people that wanted to join. I think it'd be a cool thing. It'd be a good way to keep this already small community, bring the core people in, and really interact on a small level. Sorry. Happy travels night. Good night, Jan. Thank you. Radar showed lightning right before.
Good night, Jan.
My last comment just before the disconnection was that it's hard to have a decent income and trying the lifestyle you want to live. Glad to know you don't have a giant mortgage to tie you down. Yeah, I think, you have to make a lot of decisions in life to be able to do this stuff, and we made the very conscious decision that we didn't want to be tied down by a mortgage and stuff like that. And the story of how we built our house and stuff is, it's truly one of those stories that I think people should hear, because anybody could really do it. And I think how much it costs to build a house by yourself might shock people. It wasn't insane at all. And with the power of YouTube, anything is possible. You can learn anything. We learned so much. But it's too easy in life to get bogged down with hopping into a 30-year mortgage and doing all that stuff. And I'm glad we almost did. We were pre-approved on a mortgage for a house several times. We were even under contract several times, and I'm so happy that we never did it. It never seemed right, and I'm glad we never did it, honestly. So that's a whole nother topic, but Mariah, your makeup looks good. I was actually thinking about that yesterday.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel gussied up.
Large heavy-duty box at Lowe's, Home Depot, 18 by 24, will fit 2 packs and can be checked as a single piece of luggage. Nice. That's a great idea. Cool, that's the type of stuff we're looking for. That's amazing.
Yeah.
What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I don't know. Should we have another beer? Let's have another beer.
Yeah.
If you guys want to stick around, we'll keep sticking around. Dang, I'm bummed that we missed the last one. There's 120 people on that one.
Yeah.
That's alright. Watch from Taiwan. Do you guys anticipate a foreign trip anytime soon? I don't know. I feel like we have so much to do here in the States. Eventually, but I don't know.
I like to do the Tayaroa.
Yeah, the world seems... Everything's weird right now, and I just want to stick around for right now.
Yeah,
I want a beer.
Yeah. The Tayaroa does seem really sweet, though. The New Zealand hike. One day.
Have you tried that? Yeah, the little set. No, that's Type of Sunshine. The little something. That's what this is. This is the light IPA, the little something. Yeah.
Really good.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah, have a beer. Everybody have a beer.
Yeah.
Open a beer. Hang out.
Have a beer. Saturday night, what else are you doing?
Right.
Everyone remember to like the video. Smack it.
Smack it. Sightseeing in Seattle, Pike Street Market, the pier. Honestly, we got in later last night, went to bed. Today we just went to Goodwill, did some shopping. We did go down to Pike Street Market, walked around, did a little bit of shopping, ate some food, but not like a ton of sightseeing. We're kind of just relaxing.
Yeah,
Sightseeing takes a lot of
city
walking.
people.
We're really not city people. Like I'm just looking out the window right now, and it just kind of like stresses me out. Even looking out there, there's like so much going on.
Yeah, we're used to being quiet in the woods, not a ton of people walking around in concrete and like a tree every like 500 feet. It's weird. So definitely country folk.
It is a pretty nice city though. Like compared to Portland. Sorry to bash on Portland, but it's nicer.
This is nicer than Portland. I feel like a lot of cities are nicer than Portland. Thanks,
Favorite
Dale.
section. If somebody could only hike one section, what would you recommend? It's really tough. I would say section K.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
No, I would say the Goat Rock section.
Yeah.
Just because it's short, it's like relatively attainable. You get a little bit of the green tunnel, nice wilderness. Then you go up high, above tree line. Yeah, like the Goat Rock section is incredible.
It is.
And then I don't know. There's so many sections.
Yeah, Section K was absolutely like breathtaking though. Every second of it was amazing.
Except for Milk Creek.
Yeah,
Place
crossing
sucked.
that was a little difficult.
Not crossing it, the climb after it.
Oh, right.
Don't
Yeah,
do
the
it.
climb after it was really hard. But yeah, if you're looking for a longer section, I would recommend it. The trail's a little overgrown, but it's worth it in my opinion.
Bye, Ed. Thanks for joining in, and thanks for everything at Hearts Pass. It was cool to meet you. Awesome to have a beer when we finished. We did not think we were going to see anybody, so.
Yeah, it was a treat. Audiobooks. We listened to all of Harry Potter. That like got us through a lot of it. It was all through the Sierra. Yeah, just listening to the Wizarding World really brought us to a different place. It was amazing. We also listened to a Stephen King book. What was the name of it?
Don't remember.
Yeah, it was good, though.
Outsiders.
Outsiders.
The Outsider? Something like
Yeah,
that.
The Outsider. Listened to a lot of podcasts as well. A lot of like serial killer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like some darker stuff. It was fun. It was very entertaining. Portland, Maine is amazing. Portland, Oregon is not.
Shots fired. Did you meet a lot of people that got off trail early? And if so, what was their main reason? Honestly, we didn't meet a ton of people that got off early. However, a lot of people did get off early. We just weren't really around those people. We were kind of towards the front of the bubble, so most people that were getting off were kind of behind. I heard something got released that said that the success rate for the PCT in 2022 could be as low as 10%. It's not a great year. The main bubble that starts in mid-April, other than people that did 30 plus miles a day, the chances aren't great. I mean, obviously they can finish it by skipping around a bunch of stuff, and that's totally fine. But just like that breaks a lot of people's morale, and a lot of people did get off trail. I didn't meet a ton of them, but yeah. Just hiked in Benson Pass area. That place was so crazy when we were there. Any memories of that area? Yeah, I can't wait to go back and watch all the videos and just kind of remember everything that we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
I have great respect for you guys. As an older person, I wish I could have done that when I was younger. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of older people out here. How old was that guy? There's some guy that was like
70.
up there, and he
Up
did it
there.
like under
70's not
100
bad.
days.
Yeah.
Like
Up
older than us. No, and we met him, and we ended up seeing his Instagram post that he hiked it really, really quickly, and we were surprised. We were like, wow, good for that guy. So you can do it at any age. But we are very grateful that we're doing it now. Able and capable.
And to quit my through hike at Big Bear with a stress fracture, so the big hair shit. Thanks for that.
Bummer.
Super sorry about that. Yeah, that's one of those things that's kind of out of your control, right? I mean, so many people end up with the stress fractures, the plantar fasciitis, all that stuff, and it's, it's unfortunate. It's out of your control, and the only thing you can do is take care of yourself, make best decisions for your health, and enjoy the experience that you had. Because even if you hike 30 miles of the PCT, I mean, it's pretty great.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was like the only...
Unless you quit your whole career and ditched your family and everything, then you only hike 20 miles, and then you might be super bummed. But whatever.
Yeah, at least you got the experience,
Positive
right?
mental attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the one thing where, like, quitting is not an option, but, it was always in the back of our mind, like, we better not get injured because then it might be an option.
There's a certain point, though, when you're like 100 miles away that you're like, okay, I could break my leg and, like, I'll still get there.
We talked about that. You're like, I will piggyback you to the terminus if you break your leg. I would do the same if I could.
Congratulations. Thank you so much, Shama. Appreciate it. Any security concerns while you're on the hike?
Like with getting our stuff stolen? Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of a crazy story. It's kind of a long story. Cal and Lila's stuff kind of got stolen, kind of didn't.
It was right outside of Lassen National Park.
It was not. It was at Rainier.
I mean, Rainier. I'm sorry, Rainier.
Different state.
Got my volcanoes mixed up. And, yeah, it's pretty bizarre. We were all, like, sitting around with our packs out, and we decided to go watch Rainier as the sun set. So Sam and I took our packs and made dinner, and Cal and Lila left their packs, like, right by where the trail ends, by the road. And we saw, like, these moms come by with their kids, and they were kind of rude to us, like, like, is your dog's gonna bite us, when the dog wasn't even barking at them. But, yeah, we went back to get their packs, and they were gone. And they were, like, freaking out. Cal was going up to everyone, looking in the cars, and she finally, like, they ran in front of a car and, like, stopped them with their body. And, it turned out that the same moms that we saw, like, had their packs, and they were like, oh, we thought you left them, we were gonna bring them to a ranger station. I think they were just being spiteful because we looked bummy, and they didn't like us, so...
Because if they were actually... At the time, we thought that they were just doing us a favor, but in retrospect, we were thinking that, like, they left half of their shit out and about. If they were trying to help, they would have grabbed all of the stuff, but they just grabbed the good hiking stuff and took it, so it seems weird.
It was pretty bizarre.
It was a scary moment. We thought we were about to hop on YouTube and ask all of you lovely people to donate $1 or $2, so we were fully planning on getting off trail, hitchhiking to Seattle. This was from Chinook Pass. We were thinking about getting off trail, going to REI, getting them everything they needed to get. I mean, that was the full plan. Like, we'd already, set up a ride. Like, we had it all ready to go, so...
Yeah, it was insane. But it's a good thing that Cal was so determined to find them, if they didn't, like, physically stop the car with their body, they would have made away with their packs. Which is so funny because the packs... it's priceless to us. It's our house, it's our home, it's our everything. But to the average person, it's absolutely useless junk. Like, it's so used and worn and torn.
Yeah, like their
and dirty.
tent is patched with duct tape and it's gross.
Yeah, like there's no resale value.
Gross.
No one would want to use it. It smells like your body odor and it's just gross. Like, it's just, you're stealing it just to be an asshole.
Yeah. But it worked out and, but that was really the only, moment. We've heard warnings of stuff happening in the greater LA region around the trail, just like people that'll offer you a ride, tell you to put the packs in the back, you'll get out and they'll drive away with their stuff, and you gotta be vigilant at all times, but all in all, I'd say 99% of the trail we felt completely safe and
Totally.
no issues at all. It's, the hiking community, people around the PCT, people that know what you're doing, it's nothing but the most lovely people you've ever met, which does make it easy to get your guard down, I guess, because it only takes one, but...
We're in places that, the only people that are out there are people that love nature and love the outdoors. So there aren't really, a lot of scummy people around, which is good.
No,
Unless you go to a national park.
Enough of places on trail where you can bathe in rivers. Most of the trail was really cold for us. We didn't really start hanging out in rivers and bathing in rivers until Washington. But it was nice to have. Any jealousy between YouTubers? Is there cooperation or competition feel? Honestly, we don't know any other of the people doing the YouTube thing other than Julia, and no, absolutely no
None.
competition there. You can't compete with her channel anyways. Like, she's got such a large following, and she did nothing but try to point people in our direction, and
Yeah,
they're
totally
amazing
supportive.
people. And I don't know any of the other people. The only other people that like I kind of watch on the PCT are Kyle Hates Hiking,
Oh, and Tara
um,
and Gab,
Tar and Gab, the
the
posh
posh.
PCT are.
Yeah, and she's a total sweetheart. There was no hard feelings whatsoever. It's just nothing but love for our fellow hikers.
Um,
And it's
Which is
weird.
really cool. Check out the Posh PCT or go over to their page and check it out. I don't know how much they really talk about it, but because they probably are too humble to even talk about it. But the fact that Tara's like somebody that's always had this dream of doing the PCT, and her husband, Gab, he's from France. She moved there. She's lived there since she met him. All that fun stuff. They're at least like he had no desire to do this trail, all that stuff. Like they carried really heavy packs, but the fact that they made it to the terminus, they finished before like 3 days before us, and we got to actually see them after they came back. Super inspirational to me because they're just not in a bad way, but like they're people that I wouldn't expect to have just grinded the whole trail and done the whole
Yeah,
thing. I
so
mean,
proud that they did it.
we met them in Hikertown, which is mile like 500, and Gab's like, I don't even want to be here. I don't want to do this. Like,
Tara said the same.
and they're just like,
But
yeah,
we're doing it.
we're
though.
doing it, but we don't want to be doing this.
Yeah.
And they did it, and they beat all the odds, and they're super powerful, like strong people, and it's inspirational to see people. We come from a background where this type of stuff is our lifestyle, this is our hobby, this is our life, this is what we do. But to see people that are just like out here for a one and done experience and get the job done in a extremely impressive manner is it's super inspiring. So
It is. And
check
also,
out
like,
them.
when you meet, like, other YouTubers or whatever, you don't even think of that. Like, everyone's just people out here. We all have the same goal, the same expectations, like, everything. And, the YouTube videos, you only see, like, a little snapshot of, like, what is actually going on in the trail. So you don't even, like, think of any competition or anything like that. It's just people hiking the trail and having fun doing it, so... even like Julia, I like always forgot that she was like this like really popular YouTuber. It's like, oh yeah, you're famous. Wow. Totally forget about that.
I'm planning to hike Sierra next June. What's your advice? Well, Mariah's hiked there in June, so maybe she can tell you.
Oh, it's amazing. Bring a lot of bug spray though. The mosquitoes were really, 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 really bad. So bug spray, and that's about it. Otherwise, you're gonna have a great time.
Do you recommend using the like VVR
I
and
was
JV?
just about to say that. Yeah. You go to the John Muir Ranch. The JMTers will leave a lot of hiker box stuff because they send themselves food and they overplan by a lot. So there's lots and lots of extra food there. So I was able to take like extra zeros on trail in the Sierra because they left so much food. So definitely hit that up. Don't overpack, don't over prepare, because you'll just wish that you had less weight. But yeah, swim in the lakes, enjoy it. It's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in the summer. Winter's beautiful too, but it's nicer in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear from equipment companies when you either praise or criticize their equipment? I haven't really heard too much from companies that we use their stuff. However, well, this is kind of funny. No, I would love to hear from companies that we criticize or compliment. But those bigger companies aren't really watching us. However, a ton of smaller companies have reached out for us and asked us to do promotional videos, stuff like that, reviewing their gear. Some of the companies are absolutely ridiculous. Like one company wanted to send us like 6-inch, like full on mattresses, like for camping. Um, a cell phone company reached out to us, wanted to send us a cell phone so we could film and edit and do it all on that. Water filters, water pumps, quilts, like just a bunch of companies. And we thought it'd be really, like, obviously I've pretty much, I don't want to be that channel that just starts taking money from companies and doing gear related videos of stuff that we don't actually use, because that'd just be silly.
We don't want to sell out.
However, it would be really funny to say yes to all of them and go on a backpacking trip with all of that gear. Like, imagine us with like 80-liter packs with a full-on air mattress, like a hand water pump.
Just do
and
one
like
video using all of the items.
Just have like a 100-pound pack and just
sleeping on a giant air mattress with like big puffy jackets and like a huge gravity filter. It'd be great, but we'd end up with a lot of stuff we probably wouldn't use. We could donate it though.
Alright, let's go through this real quick. Any news from Rocket and Corey? How they're doing? They're doing great. They're doing Corey's little fair circuit right now. He's carving wood. Julia's working on a project that we can't talk about because it's going to be really cool, and she'll be releasing that.
But if you'd like to follow Corey, his Instagram is Guy with a Chainsaw. He does beautiful work, so you can see all of his chainsaw carvings. They're really, really nice. So, Guy with a Chainsaw, follow it. It's really good.
Encounters with wildlife, bears. We've seen a lot of bears, but we didn't really have encounters, I wouldn't say. No. Just cute bears that we got to stare and look at.
We saw a mother with a cub, and the cub was up in a tree, and the mother, like, ran away, and the baby was just stuck in the tree, like, staring at us. It was really cute.
Crocs. Yeah, Mom, sponsorship from Crocs. Hit me up. I hiked, like, 600 miles in those things. Huge advocate. I want to, like, custom make my own pair of Crocs that's, like, hiking suitable. Like, all of the holes and stuff are super nice because it's ventilated. However, rocks get in. So if you take like I shouldn't even say this, I want to patent this, but like I want a layer of mesh over them essentially, so stuff can't get in but they're still breathable. I want to make a clip on them so you can make put gaiters on your Crocs, gator Crocs. There's a lot you can do. There's a lot going on there. So did Cal and Lila finish with y'all? They sure did. We also finished with our two of our friends that, well, I guess we never really knew Sugar Mitts, but Lost and Found we met at Kennedy Meadows South. He's an awesome guy, awesome hiker. This was his second long trail. He did the AT last year, and hopefully we'll hike together on another trail in the future. So we rejoined with them after not seeing them for almost, 1,600 miles, something like that. So 6 of us finished together. It was an awesome time. The video is coming out tomorrow, so check that out. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and we're here with Cal and Lila in the same hotel, and actually Lila is coming back to New Hampshire with us. We're on the same flight and everything, so we're really excited to hang out with her and bring her rock climbing, which she's very scared about. But we're going to take her on some epic adventures, and she's going to have a blast. We're like, if you're going to be friends with us, we're going to scare the shit out of you, so it'll be good. Favorite
hiking app? Well, we use Guthook or Far Out.
It's the best.
It was the best. It worked well. Also, shout out to the Hiker app. That's HIIKER.
If you're gonna hike Oregon.
We used that for the Oregon Coast Trail, and they were nice enough over there to give it to us all for free. So they gave all 6 of us a free subscription to it to check it out. And it's your best bet for the Oregon Coast Trail right now. Far Out. We even reached out to them and asked if they wanted help with maybe mapping the trail. They weren't interested, so the Hiker app is great for that. Also, was Truman with them? Thanks for responding. Yep, Truman made it. He's 2 out of 3 of the long trail, so he just has to do the AT, and he'll be the first known Triple Crown dog. But Cal's already done the AT, so we're gonna try to steal him and hike the AT with him.
Cal said that they would come and hike the AT with us in Truman. And also, Cal's doing the PNT, the Pacific Northwest Trail, and guess who's coming with them? Truman. So he has a lot of hikes ahead of him. He doesn't know that, though. Good thing he doesn't speak English.
We don't tell him. He only speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, how do we do it?
Yeah. We're all caught up. Wow. Everybody, as Mariah says, Don't smash. Smack the like button.
Smack it.
Smack the like button. Truman is 3 years old.
You wouldn't know it because he's prematurely graying.
But it's also like the cattle dog in him.
Yeah.
That has like
And he has
the
high
white spots.
anxiety, but that's okay.
Yes, he is definitely an anxious dog. He can't be without his humans.
Yeah, he cannot. He'll freak out.
Yeah, he has like some separation issues. He's the perfect behaved dog, but then if he's not with his humans, he's not happy.
Yeah.
He gets scared. He thinks he's getting left forever. So
It's like people have emotional support dogs, but he needs emotional support people.
yeah, we're his service people.
We are. We should have Red Vest on.
Spoiler alert for the last one. I'm not gonna say too much, but we had a new pet that finished the trail with us, and I'm not gonna tell you what that pet was, but we did have a pet, and this new pet finished the trail with us, and is now don't say too much. You're gonna have to watch the episode tomorrow.
What's the difference?
He became a pet.
We love him.
Service contractor bags and duct tape. Cool. We have a contractor bag in our packs right now. So.
Yeah, just like duct tape it. I'm just concerned about our trekking poles. I don't want them to like stab through the backpack if I put them inside of it.
Yeah, because yours are sketchy. Mine aren't because they're not rigid once I take them apart.
Oh, yeah, true.
Can you take the tips off?
Yeah, I probably could take them apart. That's a good idea.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Mariah, can you entertain them
Yeah.
by yourself? Send a super chat and I'll chug this beer.
I'll chug this one too.
Smack the like button. Smack it so hard. Excuse me. I can't get around you. Thank you. Tell them how you feel.
Hi everyone. It's just me. If you haven't noticed, I'm pretty awkward and camera shy. I'm definitely the quiet one, which is funny because everyone that we've met that's a YouTuber, there's always one person that's like all gung-ho about it and, you know, is the social, like, camera person. And then their partner is always like the quiet one that's like, I don't want to be a part of any of the videos. So I'm definitely the camera shy one. And just immerse myself in the experience, and I'm not good at talking on a phone. But I do my best. Oh, thanks, Pamela. I guess when Sam comes back, guess what he's doing? Good night, Sarah. Congratulations. So guess what?
What?
We got a super... Thanks.
Oh, I guess that means I have to finish my beer. Let's play the drinking game.
We don't have enough beer for that.
Have you seen any other interesting baristas? No. But I'm asked if we... No.
Oh, I wish.
Super funny. Bikini baristas are a thing here. Somebody else said, "Oh, congratulations, enjoy your looking forward to start chugging. I just finished mine."
We have 2 more.
Painting Worlds, you are a very familiar name on here. I am super thankful for you following along and all your comments along the way. I don't know who you are, but
we love you.
You're awesome, and thanks for sticking around and doing all this. You've been amazing. Like I said, one of the most recognized names on here. Yeah, thanks for everything. Thank you, all of you guys. You guys are the best. So sad that this is over. I hope we don't lose all of you guys because we're not on the West Coast anymore.
Yeah. We'll still do outdoor things and make videos about it, so keep watching.
I realize that like YouTube gives us like a lot of analytics on who our audience is, and most of you guys are all on the West Coast because you're familiar with where we're hiking through and stuff. And I'm like, well, once we go home, nobody's gonna want to watch us anymore. So stick around, please. You guys are all awesome.
We'll keep doing things.
We will.
You keep watching. Otherwise, we'll sit around and get fat.
Yeah, we'll get fat and eat donuts.
Just kidding.
Donuts
We
sound
just
good.
won't make videos about the stuff we do. You just want to eat donuts.
Might miss the flight, but maybe you guys should get... What do you mean? Our flight isn't until midnight tomorrow. We're good. And this hotel that we got is, like, kind of nice. I mean...
We have a kitchen.
We have a kitchen.
And a walk-in closet. You can take them on a tour.
Mm-mm.
Oh, true.
They can't see our zone.
We're messy.
Alright, well, can you open me another beer? Just put up some videos of your crazy adventures that scare your victims, friends. Yes. Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff that we do in real life might scare the general audience. We do, at least for me, rock climbing is my main thing, and, you know, it gets a little wild.
We do rock climbing, whitewater kayaking, canoeing, ice climbing, skiing.
Ice climbing's the best. So when Mariah and I started hanging out 3 years ago, on our second date, wow, we're getting really personal now. I took her up this rock climb that's like one of the most exposed, scary, like, rock climbs in New Hampshire. And I was just like, wow, you trust people really easily.
He told me he was AMGA certified, so...
Which I was.
That's legit.
I'm not lying. So I took her up this epic rock climb and whatever, and it was great, and we had a blast. And then third day we go backpacking, and everything was great. And then the final test for me was like, you know, I wonder... Like, I'd never in my life did I think I'd find a woman that would want to go ice climbing, because ice climbing, for those of you that don't know, is the most miserable sport there is. You're absolutely soaking wet and freezing in New Hampshire climbing frozen waterfalls, and it's scary and it's awful, and I think Mariah likes it more than I do.
Yeah, I love it. It's like, when in life do you just get to stab something? And also, it brings you to, like, places that you would never, ever, ever go. You just go to frozen waterfalls in the middle of nowhere. Like, what's cooler than that? Being at home and being warm? No. Being freezing at a frozen waterfall is so cool.
So we've had a lot of fun. Okay, bye. It's on the east side. Blairsville. Yeah, we do have some East Coasters. Cool. I've been following Rocket since her AT hike. Yeah, we watched her AT video, I don't know, during quarantine, like 2 years ago. And then it was really funny when we met her and we're like, I think that's that girl from YouTube. I think that's her. And then we all became best friends. I'm so sad that we don't see them. Sounds like fun dates. You're lucky. We are lucky. We are so very, very, very lucky for the lives that we live. And I hope that we can inspire more people to get out there and do things that are outside their comfort zones and learn to enjoy them and learn to just, you know, even if you're having bad times, those in retrospect are the best times. They teach you the most, and those are the things that you never forget. I mean, in relation to this hike, a lot of the worst times on this trail, like the Sierra and stuff, those are the things I'll never remember or never forget. And, you know, getting outside of your comfort zone is something that's really important. And, yeah. What?
There's a girl walking around in a brown underwear.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you can't see her now? I'll let you know.
Strange things happening in the city out here.
She's got a big old booty.
A big booty outside?
Yeah.
Cool. Is Lila going to be an eaglet conqueror? Well, I sure hope so. How many people have I brought up that thing? Yeah, yep. It's going to go down. Lila's going to be absolutely terrified.
She's so scared of heights. We're like, you have to do this one. Look, it's so much fun. And she's down. And, like, we convinced her, like, you know, it's really good to be scared and to conquer your fears and be outside of your comfort zone. So she's down. Let's see if it actually happens. But why wouldn't you, you know?
Why wouldn't you? If you're at home right now and you have no idea what we're talking about, just Google the Eaglet in New Hampshire. It's like one of the most spectacular summits in New Hampshire, and it's one of the only ones that you can only get to by technical rock climbing. There's not much that we have that you can't hike to the top. You literally have to rock climb to get to the summit, and it's just a spire, and the top is about 300 feet up, and it's just about the size of a picnic table.
Yeah, it's like the only spire, right? Like
Yeah.
in that area.
Mm-hmm.
It's really beautiful, and it's right in Franconia Notch, so it's absolutely stunning. The Watcher is up there too. If you want to look that up, it's a face that looks like a guy's profile staring out into the mountains. It's a really beautiful area, but no one knows how to get there. Except for Sam. He's the only one.
Don't tell too many secrets. Gosh. Former national rank whitewater kayaker. You should. Oh my God! Yeah. All right. So first of all, there's a couple things to unpack here in your comment. So, formerly nationally ranked whitewater kayaker. Hats off to you. That is the only sport that getting outside of your comfort zone, I think, is a terrible idea.
Because you will die.
I got really into whitewater kayaking 3 years ago, and started getting up to like class 4, and then just started hearing stories and realized that the more difficult it gets, the more just dangerous it gets. And that scared me, and now I'm just like, I need to chill out because I know I take things too far, and that is one of those sports that I'm actually terrified of. However, the Grand Canyon trip is something that is fully on our radar. Our friend Paul, who we hiked a lot of the PCT with, has done the trip twice and just recommends it, and we'd love to do it.
We'd love to do it. But yeah, whitewater kayaking is like the only sport that you hear about like people being like at an elite point in their career of it and dying. So
Yeah.
it's a scary one, but damn, is it fun.
It's really fun. Mariah's first time whitewater kayaking, we took her out in like April, which is winter in New Hampshire, and did like a class,
full wetsuit,
like a very technical class 3 section. So like not like too dangerous, but like it was technical. So in the sense that your likelihood of hitting a rock and flipping over are high, and she sent the whole section.
It's like, I don't even know how to roll. Is that okay? And Sam's like, yeah, it's fine. Like, looking back on it, it's like, you could have killed me so easily.
No, you
like,
just
pull the skirt.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Just go for a swim, is what you'd always say.
Let's go for a swim. Yes, I've lost a number of friends. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Same
so
here.
sorry.
I mean, like, one of the other, like, catalysts for stopping, like, pushing the whitewater thing was a good friend of mine that long story, but a good friend of mine, who had a friend who was, the two of them were, like, really, really well-accomplished whitewater kayakers, and they were doing a section in North Carolina that's, like, class 3, not crazy. Something they've done 100 times, and my friend's friend passed away on that river, and I'm just like, yeah, it's just
not worth it.
I mean,
you can get the adrenaline rush doing other things, even though it's really fun.
Did you guys hike Half Dome heading to Yosemite soon? Any advice? Congrats on the PCT. You guys, so I loved your watching, and my sister and I hiked 800 miles. 800 miles of the PCT in 2018. Maybe they met you. We did not go to Half Dome. We did not go to Yosemite. To get to Yosemite Valley, you have to hike about 26 miles off the PCT.
Because all the roads were closed at Tuolumne.
And when we were there, everything was closed. So to be able to do that, you pretty much have to rely on VVR or the John Muir Ranch to resupply at, so you can do that. So unfortunately, we weren't able to do that. I've never been to the valley. I'd love to. El Cap is definitely on the tick list. Maybe. Rock climbing. Someone in the comment section of an Alex Holland YouTube video said they needed dry powered so they could drive because needed dry power just to hang on to the chair because they were stressing so much. I feel the same. Yeah. Again, I'm impressed. Would you ever consider doing it again? I'm impressed with anybody who can walk 2,600 miles. That's such a daunting trail. Yeah, I would do it again.
Totally.
100% would do it again.
Yeah, in like 10 years, we can go back and be like, I remember this. We have other things on the list now. Like, there's some people that hike the PCT like every year. Same with the Appalachian Trail.
Especially the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah,
people stay on it year round.
That's their trail. They just do it every single year or every other year or whatever. But we have other things on the list, but it would definitely be really fun to come back, especially since this is our first through hike, just to relive all the memories. If it still exists and it's not all burnt to the ground.
What was the toughest section to hike? I mean, the whole Sierra section was probably the most difficult, but we were only 700 miles in, so we were, as far as the whole trail goes, we were feeling fresh and we were able to like grind through it. Washington is definitely like just naturally the hardest section, I guess. Like in prime conditions, Washington is the hardest, I think.
Yeah, but for us, like Washington felt very easy in comparison.
Yeah. Why did you take the train out? Oh God, it's kind of a lot.
Sam's scared of flying.
I am kind of afraid of flying, which is the whole story.
He's
there's so much to go through here. But like I would say the kind of one of the main reasons was, other than me being kind of afraid of flying, is we were actually, I don't know if a lot of people on here know this, but we were not planning on hiking the PCT until about a week before it. What happened was we showed up online to the lottery for PCT permits, and
my heart was set on the PCT.
Yeah, so Mariah got a PCT permit and for March 7th, and I did not. Not gonna lie, we were kind of being those cheaters, but everybody is. We had like our phones and computers open, like trying to get it. So I didn't get one, and we didn't want to be those people that broke the rules and went without a permit. So Mariah got one, I did not, and I kind of talked Mariah into, well, I don't want to do the PCT without a permit, but I want to through hike this year.
Yeah, we wanted
so the plans went to the Appalachian Trail, and my dad, who you guys have probably seen on here, who's commenting, agreed to drive us down to Georgia. So once we had a ride to Georgia, we went out and we bought all of our food and fuel and everything for the first section. So we have our packs all the way packed up with food, fuel, all that fun stuff, ready to go, ready to drive down to Springer Mountain and start the trail. And literally 7 days before we were going to leave, I went on to the PCT website, and there was one permit open on the same day as Mariah. I grabbed it, and we're like, holy shit, are we actually going to the PCT? And Mariah's like, well, yeah, we are. And I was like,
oh yeah.
Okay, so the plan switched. We already had food and fuel, which means that we either had to throw that away to fly, or because obviously you can't bring like camp fuel on an airplane, or I don't know. We just thought about it, and we're like, the cheapest way also was to take a train, and we're like, well, it's a 4-day train ride, but if we're going to be through hiking, we might as well practice patience.
It was also considerably cheaper to ride
cheaper.
A train than to fly in an airplane. And also, when I hiked in 2018, I took a train out there, and it was so much fun. It was a blast. And when I told Sam, he's just like, what, you took a train? He's like, that sounds way better than flying. So it's all those contributing factors led us to taking a train. It was quite the experience. When you fly on a plane, it's over in a second. You don't really remember it, but we will always remember our train ride, especially Mr. Jones.
Greetings from New Hampshire. You're both so inspiring. Congrats. So you're going to miss those really well-maintained trails with switchbacks on the West Coast when you return to New Hampshire. Hi, Cheryl. Awesome to see that there's somebody else from New Hampshire on here. We probably will miss the well-maintained trails, but honestly, I do the best back home because so like out here, if you were a trail runner, you could actually run. You could run, and back home, I'm like a phantom trail runner. Like I don't actually know how to run. I'm terrible at running, but I can hike really fast, so I do really well at home. I can go really quick through our mountains at home. But that's because nobody runs in them.
And
it's
also,
impossible to.
I feel like the trail maintenance back home is better than the trail maintenance here, just with like blowdowns and everything, because the trees out here are just so big, and a lot of the areas are really, really remote. So you'll be going over blowdowns like constantly. But I feel like back home, if there are blowdowns, you go over them really easily because they're smaller trees.
I guess that is the trade-off. Like, our trails are steeper and harder, but currently they are more maintained.
You don't have to go over like giant logs that are like 3 times the size of your body. And also, I can remember, what were you doing? We were like going up like a paved road, like uphill, and Sam's like doing switchback motions on the pavement, just like, I'm a West Coaster now, like I'm doing switchbacks, like they are easier. So like the switchbacks they're really, really nice. but also they take a lot longer. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if I were given the chance to go up a mountain and do it in 1 mile and have it super steep, or do it in 3 miles and have it as gradual, I'd take the 1 mile and just get it over with. Just do the steepness, get your cardio, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a give and take.
If you ever find yourself back out in Cali, ping me and we can run some mellow class 3. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. When we were in Leavenworth, there's like an awesome 22-mile class 3 section on that river right behind Leavenworth, and I just wanted to get in the river and go paddle, so that'd be so cool.
The second you saw the river, you're just like, we should paddle that. I don't even know what it is, but it looks great.
Contractor bags, 3 mil are strong enough for hiking poles, not to poke through. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So like a 3 mil might do it. Oh, my Aunt Chris, hi.
Hi, Aunt Chris.
Hey everyone, good evening. Hello everyone.
Your dog and pat for me, Aunt Chris.
Yeah. This is fun.
Timmy, how is everyone doing tonight? Great.
We're doing great.
Mm-hmm.
It still hasn't really set in for us that we don't have to wake up and go hiking.
It's so weird.
It's weird. I can't sleep in. I'm waking up early. Can't wait to see you guys on Monday. Yeah. Is it Monday? Holy shit. Today's... Wow, we're going to be in New Hampshire on Monday morning.
It's like really exciting and also sad at the same time.
Yeah. We shared our thoughts a little bit on the last video that you'll see tomorrow, dropping at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Check it out. Let's get that video. Let's get it big. Let's share it. Let's do all that. I think it's a really good one. It's the finishing. So, but what were we talking? Sorry.
I know. Our last day on trail, like I was just taking it all in, just like realizing that we won't be back in this area for a long time. And it was really not sad. I don't think sad is the right word for it. It was just a weird thing to swallow, you know? Just this has been our life for so long. And we're going to go back. At least we're going to have some hikes to do when we get back home. But just to go back to normal life and to see everyone will be great. But just to be like, everyone's just doing the same thing. Nothing's changed.
And we literally just like lived a full lifetime out here.
Like multiple lifetimes. When I think back to the desert, it's like 5 lifetimes ago. And yeah, it's just wild. And post-trail depression, I feel like it's going to hit hard. But at least we live in a good area. We're not like going back to a city.
You will be back. So many other things to do out in Washington, Oregon, and Cali for sure.
Yes. I really want to come back to Washington and explore more of the Northern Cascades.
We got to finish the Oregon Coast Trail. We have 200 miles left of that to do. It's silly, but I want to do the Oregon Desert Trail. I want to do the Oregon Triple Crown.
I want to go to the Northern Cascades and explore those.
We want to come back and we want to do the JMT.
Yeah, West Coast is beautiful.
Did you ever feel like calling it quits as a hiker? There were times I questioned myself. We talked about this a little bit earlier. There was never a time, I don't think, that we thought about actually calling it quits. But I would say there was many times that I personally questioned myself. Not in the sense of like, can I do it? But I did question myself.
Do I want to do it?
Do I want to keep doing this? But like we mentioned earlier, for us, there was never like the option of quitting. It was more so like, like, why am I doing this? Do I really want to be doing this? And unfortunately, I have to keep doing this. But often those thoughts were very fleeting. And by the next day, it was just like, why wouldn't I be doing this? If I go home, like,
Right.
There's no other, And it is super hard on the body. And I think we might have done some, like, damage that, might be irreversible. Like, my feet are messed up and, like...
We gained the mental strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were a lot of mornings where I woke up and was just like, I don't want to do this today. Like, I know today's going to be really hard. But the second that you start going, it's so worth it. And you're so happy that you did. And you just live truly in the moment. It's the only time in my life that, like, you're just completely in the moment every day.
Mornings are tough for me. It's not like because I have a hard time waking up. I am an early riser. I'm up at like 5:30 every morning. However, the moment of just like waking up and being like, okay, like today's gonna be like yesterday. It's gonna be a full on day. Like I literally have to get up and work my ass off all day, and that's a lot. But like Mariah said, the second you get up walking, you get that first mile done, and it's just right back.
You're just like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it's so beautiful.
Wow.
But yeah, looking at the miles you have to do, it sounds overwhelming until you start chipping away at them.
Yeah. Why did you do it? That's a great question. I feel like a lot of people have great reasons for doing it.
Like
And
hiking?
unfortunately, the trail, I'm guessing. Unfortunately, we don't really have great reasons. Like, our lives are pretty awesome. We're not trying to fix our lives. We're not trying to change our lives. For us, it was more so we just wanted to get away from the real world and, like,
Yeah.
experience something crazy.
I feel like it boils down to everyone lives not mundane lives, but like just working for more money and to have a place to live and to, the daily grind. And it's really refreshing meeting people out here. Everyone questions society and questions, what's the point of living and all the problems that plague humanity. And, we always come to the same conclusion and laugh about it. And it's like, that's why we're out here. We're just like looking for something more, something different, to escape reality and to live more primally and to see like what life really boils down to. And that's eating, going to the bathroom, and sleeping. And that's all we do except for hiking. Hiking's the main part. But it really like makes your life simple and gets you down to your roots, and it gives you a chance to think and really get to know yourself. You can escape society.
Yeah.
And I think everyone who does this like really questions like what is life all about, and this helps them realize it.
And it kind of obscures like I don't know, I guess I don't even know how to put it into words, but like time seems so finite to us, like the amount of time that we have, and like in normal life you can blink and 6 months goes by and nothing's changed, and like you'll look back on it and be like, what have I been doing for the last 6 months? And
right.
You might not have that many memories, and you might not have like really experienced life, and to slow down that, like to obscure that finality of time is what through hiking does. I mean, I've said it before and I'll keep saying it, that we literally lived a lifetime of experiences and made a lifetime's worth of memories in the last 5 months. And I don't think many people can say that for the last 5 months of their lives. And I mean, I'm not saying that people don't, but just in general for us, specifically at the point that we were at in life, even though like our lives were good and we were very content with things, still like 5 months would go by and you'd be like, I didn't really do the things that I wanted to do. And
it's crazy to think back because like we can remember like pretty much every day we're like, this happened and this happened and this happened. But if I were to think about days before the trail, if I were to think about every individual day, I wouldn't be able to remember. There was nothing significant about it. Nothing stood out. Like I wouldn't, like some things would, but with this, it's like every day you live for and you cherish, and it's an experience, and every day is new, and you never stay in the same place. It's always an adventure. So it really like it makes you experience life in a completely different way. And if anyone out there is thinking about through hiking, do it. Do it. I don't care about your excuses. Just do it. There's always going to be that, like, I can't do this, I can't do that. Like, that's, a lot of people ask us, like, how do you make this happen? Like, how do you make this possible? And it's just like, you have to have that mindset. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to do everything in my power to make it happen. You just have to pull the trigger and do it. We saved for years to be able to do this, and it was always our goal. And you just have to make it happen. It's as simple as that.
We should have a podcast.
We should. We have to drink beer, though. I'm much more talkative.
We had an awesome concept for a podcast. So there's so many podcasts that talk about the trail, and it's kind of the same shit over and over again. Like, I did this trail, and I did it in this many days, and it was an awesome experience, and I loved it. I think so when you're on the trail with a group of friends and you're hiking in a line of 4 or 6 or whatever, the conversations that come up are absolutely insane. and I thought it'd be so cool to just like record the conversations. I mean, they're wildly like inappropriate, stupid, obscure, like not really relevant things, but I think there'd totally be like something awesome that would be captured by hitting the record button on a conversation of people that have hiked 2,000 plus miles and are just like babbling about nonsense. Like,
It's hilarious.
it's hilarious. Like, it could be like a comedic show. Like, I don't.
Totally. There's one day that like we smoked some weed and I was just like out of it, and I was just listening to Sam talk to Cal and Lila, and I was like right in the middle, and I just like heard everything that they were saying, and I was like being the listener in a podcast, and I was like cracking up. It would have been good. I should have recorded it. You guys kept asking me like, Mariah, what's your opinion on this? And just like you guys keep talking.
What's your favorite animal from the trail, and why is that animal the marmot?
It's actually a
Well
Colombian
done.
ground squirrel.
What's your favorite, and why is it that animal, marmot? The marmots are so cute.
Big fat mountain beavers. Yeah, I think mine's a Colombian ground squirrel.
The Colombian ground squirrel? Yeah,
Mhm.
I guess they're cool.
They're so cool.
I want to do the PCT on my horse. Yeah, we met Jillian, I think is her name. She's through riding the PCT currently, / maybe has finished. Really cool. Really cool. I can't imagine doing it. It's, the thought of being on a horse and riding it seems easier than walking. However, thinking about the logistics of it is just insane to me. I bet it's extremely difficult to ride a horse the entire trail. Do you have any videos of the cabin build? We don't, unfortunately.
Good pictures.
We have lots of pictures. When we get back, we'll take some videos, do some walk-arounds, talk about it, show like slideshows of videos maybe. And we have so many projects to do there still that we'll document in a little bit and talk about the process and everything.
Yeah. It was hard to take videos because we were like figuring out things as we went. So they weren't very, if we took videos, it wouldn't be concise. We're just like, oh, should we do this? Like, okay, I think so. But
Yeah, we
have
totally
worked
slapped
very
it
well.
together.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, we figured it out as we went along.
I feel so weird wearing sunglasses at nighttime.
Yeah, Sam's super duper blind without glasses. He only has prescription sunglasses. So there's many an odd situation where he's that guy wearing sunglasses.
It's good though. It's good though. It makes whenever we walk into a place with Truman, I kind of look like the blind guy. He's my service dog.
It's unfortunate though. Sam has really beautiful eyes. Ew, they're bright blue and big.
You'll have to build another one. All right. So true. We would love to find. Eventually, we would love to find another remote piece of land for a really cheap price, kind of like what we did. Because when you're looking at remote land, it's much cheaper. We'd love to do that in an area that's warmer in the winters. Find that land, build something small like a 16 by 20, throw it together real quick, and kind of have like a second property that we can visit. That's like a big dream of mine. It's probably years down the line, unless something crazy happens, but yeah, no,
We want one like in the middle of nowhere. Nowheresville.
For the rest of your life, many of my favorite memories revolve around my backpacking trips with Boy Scouts, family, friends, and students. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. I mean, it's pretty unexplainable what it is about backpacking and what it is about being in the woods, but you're right in the sense that those are experiences that you never forget. I can remember most of my childhood memories and most of my most vivid memories from my entire life involve being on a hiking trip. So yeah, it's valuable stuff, I think.
Should I go get more beer?
I don't know. Do you want more beer?
Should we get more beer? Super thanks us. And I'll get more.
And smack the like button. I like that.
Smack it?
Smash is so 2021. Just smack the like button. Also, speaking of, I don't even know what it's speaking of, but somebody asked about like what we listen to, audiobooks, stuff like that, podcasts. We do listen to a lot of podcasts. One of our good friends, Jay, has started 2 podcasts in the last couple months, which has been super nice to listen to. I wish he released more episodes more quickly because we have a lot of free time on the trail. But they're great. One is Brand New Information. Check that out. It's Jay and his sister. His sister's very into like pop culture type stuff, and Jay is very well versed in current politics, stuff like that. He's just a really smart guy, and they kind of just have sibling banter on a podcast talking about the 2 very different things, and it's funny, it's good. And then he also started a podcast that was the First Ascent podcast with one of our friends, Lee Hanchy, they're just, they're very well-known rock climbers in the New Hampshire scene. They talk about rock climbing in New Hampshire and all over the world and stuff like that. And those have been great. So a little plug for them. Check those out if you want to listen to some New Hampshire nonsense. What are we even talking about anymore? Hit that like button like it's owing you money. Yeah. It's like what's that Tyler Childers song? Beating them strings like they're owing me money. Yeah. What are we talking about this? Anyways, I don't know if we've run out of stuff to talk about. This has been really fun. If anybody has anything else to ask, shoot some questions our way. We probably won't be on for too much longer here. Just huge thanks to all of you guys that have been here with us all along. This YouTube thing was something that we didn't plan on, didn't expect, and it's been really fun. It's been stressful at times, for sure, keeping these videos coming out. If it wasn't for all the positive comments and just all of you guys, I would have absolutely stopped doing it. It was a lot of work to get these out, and I'm happy I did, and I think looking back on this experience, we'll be super happy to have the videos, and I'm already so psyched to watch them. Like, we haven't, other than Mariah looking at the very first episode kind of recently, we haven't looked at any of them. So, favorite restaurant in New Hampshire? Oh, we have so many.
Taste the Thai.
Taste the Thai in Littleton, New Hampshire. The Coffee Pot in Littleton, New Hampshire. Shilling in Littleton, New Hampshire. Polly's Pancake Parlor, if you're looking for that real, like, New England feel. It's very, very touristy. I don't know. There's so much good stuff.
Taste the Thai is like the best Thai food I've ever had.
Black Mountain Burger's super legit in Lincoln, New Hampshire. Check that place out.
Yeah, that's where we work. I'm sorry.
Love the 24-hour session, how consistent you guys were. Start for both of you guys. Also, really love the map thing. Start for both of you. Also, I really like the map thing. Yeah, the map thing was unique, I guess. A lot of people haven't done that before. I thought when we started the trail, I was recording our days on Strava on my watch, and I thought that I'd never be able to keep up with it just because of battery power, but luckily enough, most of the time, you'll notice through the videos that sometimes that we don't have those videos, and that was just for a lack of battery power left. But yeah, it was cool to be able to record the whole thing on my watch. On our Instagram story the other day, I don't know if some of you might have seen, but it was cool to see the stats of the trail. We walked a total of 3,000 miles, did like 6 million steps. Just crazy stuff. Crazy stats, so. Congrats on completing the PCT. Woo! We did it!
Yay!
It still hasn't sunk in.
We're official through hikers now.
Count it.
Count it. Bit.
But, yeah. That's about all we got. Stay tuned, obviously, like I said, for tomorrow. The new video, the final episode of the PCT will be dropping at 11 a.m. Pacific time. It's the last one. That's all we got. It's done.
We'll post more videos about our other adventures, but
the PCT
it's
is
the
over.
last PCT video.
So check that out, share it, like it, watch it, just, send it around. The more views we get, the more money YouTube pays us, and we get to keep doing fun shit.
Mm-hmm.
Selfish, I know. But
we like fun shit.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna hop off here, call it a night. It's 9:00 here. A job well done. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks. We love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Yeah, smack that like button. That's
Smack
right.
it. Smack it.
That's right.
Hopefully I'll let her excellent. She won't like it. She won't like it. But that's all right.
She'll like it thinking back about it. Like,
Yeah.
she won't like it in the moment, but afterwards she'll love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that a wrap?
I think that's a wrap.
Is that a wrap?
Cheers, Sam.
Cheers. Goodbye. Good night.
We'll see you
Keep
on our
it
next
real.
adventure.
Go through hiking. Stay in contact. All of you people that we've stayed in contact with throughout this, shoot us a message. Follow us on Instagram, sam.and.mariah.
Mariah with an O.
We are terrible at Instagram, but we're trying to be better. I'm a little inspired by all of our friends that have huge followings on there.
Mm-hmm.
It is fun. I posted a reel the other day of us finishing the trail, and it got 12,000 views, and I'm kind of hooked. I don't know why numbers matter, but it's kind of fun. I don't know. So we're going to work on that and just keep you guys up to date more currently on Instagram. So go ahead and follow that, and we will we'll check in soon. Comment tomorrow on the video. Let us know what you think. And that's it.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Thank you for everything.
Thank you for everything. You guys are all amazing. We love you. And that's it. That's it. We're going to drink some more beer and unwind, I guess.
We'll see you on our next
Oh, look at all these
adventure.
people following us on Instagram. Keep doing it. Smack it. Smack it. Smack it. Good night.
Sam.and.mariah.com.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone. We love
everyone.
you guys. Thank you. Bye.